go into that a little bit?
I won't
if
go
you
into
can.
it. Yeah, I will go into it, but I've got a YouTube page and I'm gonna do like a 4-part series on all the different attacks I've had. Inshallah. But yeah,
Inshallah.
my niqab has been ripped off me on a bus by a woman.
By a woman.
Yeah, she got arrested and
Okay.
charged, and we had to go to court. She got convicted. A man pulled out a knife at me. Well, he was reaching for his knife in Kilburn High Road. He got caught and arrested and got a conviction.
So how old was this man? Like 40 years old, white man,
Man
or
with
what?
the knife he was about 45, 46.
Okay.
He'd come out of the pub. I was just walking up Kilburn High Road with my children. They were little then.
With your children?
I was with my children, yeah, which was really scary. My children, my friend, her children, and my children, we were just about to Kilburn High Road, and he said, "Take that effing thing off your face," blah blah blah, and he said, "I'm going to stab you," and he was reaching for his knife, and his friend, a lady, was with him. She was saying, "No, not." She wasn't saying, "Don't stab her." She was saying, "Not here. There's cameras." So alhamdulillah, I saw it was 7/7, so it was the next day after 7/7 happened. So there was a lot of police activity. So I looked onto the road and there was a plain car, but it had the lights flashing. So I actually stopped. I jumped in front of the car and I stopped it, and it had high-ranking police officers in it. So anyway, I told them what happened. They came out. They started looking for him, and so we couldn't nearly didn't find him. Got in the car because they were going to take me home, and then I saw him. So he got arrested and charged, and he got convicted. I was on the train one time with my daughters, and
Alhamdulillah to hear that.
yeah, alhamdulillah, another
Yeah.
guy on the train wanted to take my niqab off. My daughter stood up, and then he slapped her, and then there was a
He
scuffle.
slapped
Yeah,
your
What?
daughter?
slapped my daughter.
How
Yeah,
old is your daughter at that
SubhanAllah.
time?
yeah, she was miskin. I think she was 14. So I had a 14-year-old with me. I had a 12-year-old with me.
Big
And
Only
man
these
like
things
that, you
happens in
know.
front of us, man. I
I
wish
had a
these things happen
17-year-old
in
with
front of
me.
us.
I
Yeah,
actually,
these things
I
don't,
wish
you
these
know. That's
things
why I was
happen.
wishing things like that happen.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wish
So
sometimes these things happen in front of me, man. I wish.
there was one, but alhamdulillah, I took down the alarm, the train alarm.
Yeah, of
And
course,
what
yeah.
happened was a brother, mashallah, was a really big brother. He actually, because he never saw it from the beginning, he just saw the scuffle. And then so as the train stopped, he picked him up and threw him off the train. So, but what happened was the mistake that the train people made, because they speak to you through the intercom and they say what's happened, blah blah. So I've been attacked. So what they did was, the station security came and took me off the train, and he was already off the train. So what then happened was the train went, and I was just left with him. So, which was really, really bad. So then the security guard took him like maybe 15, 20 meters away and turned his back. When he turned his back, the man charged us and he was running to try and throw us onto the tracks. And so obviously my children started screaming and I was really, really scared because, if he'd got to us, the security jumped in front of him and we called the police. He slipped through the police's hands and he went onto another station and he actually beat up a sister.
So he beat up someone else?
Yeah, so the police didn't catch him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so then he went to another station and then a sister was going up the escalator and he dragged her from her hijab and I think he boxed her. He still didn't get caught. That one got away, yeah. What else?
You know, many of these attacks don't get reported, you know. Some of these sisters just go home quickly and whatever,
Yeah,
doesn't get reported.
yeah, absolutely. And I've had many attacks that I haven't called the police for, but the major ones
Yeah, of course.
I had a woman try to rip my niqab off in the shop. She followed me out into the street. She followed me to the bus stop because I drive on and off.
Yeah.
Sister, have you seen that video? Yeah, where like I think a Muslim woman in a niqab like yourself, she was getting like attacked verbally, I think, and then what she did was she just like managed to somehow get the woman to come to the side and just talk to her. She took her niqab off like just in front of her, and she started speaking to her, and then the woman just started bursting out crying and started hugging her, like right after this attacking her.
Yeah. I mean, but it depends. Like, it's difficult to converse with somebody who's effing and blinding.
No, of course.
It's really hard. So, like with the woman that followed me around the shop, I was actually stood and I actually explained to her, she said that I'm a disgrace to women and that feminism fought for women's rights and it's disgusting the way I dress. So I actually tried to explain to her, look, I'm just a Muslim woman. I'm just dressing this is the way I want to dress. It's because I believe that, it's for my modesty. And she wasn't having it. She followed me out. She followed me to the bus stop. But subhanAllah, that was the one time where the public gave me, overwhelming support. So, the people just at the bus stop and she wouldn't stop. The people just at the bus stop and she wouldn't stop. And then so she got like verbally attacked by a black woman, a white woman, a Somali brother. They were like, how dare you? How dare you? It's nothing to do with you. So alhamdulillah, they defended me to the extent that she just jumped on the first bus that came. So, you do get support. Another time I was at the bus stop and subhanAllah, the bus stop was in Hammersmith. It was right outside a wine bar. And so it was during the day, so I was with my daughter. She was 17 at the time, my eldest. And they came out of the pub and they were like, oh, look, she's Dark Vader. And they looked down at my shoes and she was like, oh, even her shoes are black. So she ignored them, but then she poked me. So obviously my daughter was like, don't poke my mum. What are you doing? So then they just jumped on my daughter. They jumped on my daughter, they attacked her. And then I tried to take them off my daughter, then they attacked me. So it was like a proper brawl. Hijab off, niqab off, everything was off. But subhanAllah, it was Jumu'ah, and I don't know where the brothers came out from. They just came from everywhere, and they pulled them off, and police came. They cordoned off the street. It was crazy. It was really bad. It was crazy, and obviously I have to pick up my niqab from over there, pick off my hijab from over there. That's the most humiliating situation when you get attacked as your hijab comes off. That's the.
Sorry, 1 second. Can a Bengali please translate what Go Live Media Live just said about me, please? Thank you. Sorry, Sister Karen.
No problem. Yeah, so that's just a few of the incidents.
Thank you very much, sister. Sorry to brought it all up again.
No problem.
No. But yeah, you should do. You said you're gonna do it on your channel or something like that. Yeah, you should bring it. Yeah, bring it into light. Because I think many people want to hear exactly the full story.
In that situation, the police were like kind of like racist. So what happened was they put them in the van, and then we were told to go to the police station, which was literally like half a minute walk. So we went to the police station. We were waiting for the officers to come. Didn't come. So my daughter went out and she found that what happened was the officers actually took them out of the van and was chatting to them. And one of them actually had his hat on her head, and she was giving him like a little lap dance. So obviously my daughter came back and told me. So we've come back round. And so obviously my daughter, British-born, third generation, she actually confronted the police officer. And she's like, what are you doing? How dare you? Why have you unhandcuffed them? And why are you dancing with them? I'm going to make a complaint. So he turns around and he said, what? And he goes, right, you're under arrest. And he handcuffed my daughter. He handcuffed my daughter and put her in the van. So she got arrested. And so obviously I took that up. Islam Channel took it up. Tell Mama took it up. And I made a complaint to the police. And the person got disciplined, but yeah, it was that was a bad situation. That kind of like affected my belief in the police. But not all police.
Do you think it's more easier for women that Muslim women are getting more attacked? It's because it's easier for them, or more visible, or more weaker? You think than a Muslim man? Because most of the time I hear is the sisters or it's the women that are getting attacked.
Yeah, because generally Islamophobes are cowards. Because
of course, on women, yeah.
They batter old men that are coming back from Fajr prayer, and they attack women. Sometimes they even attack children. I don't know. There was that thing where that man was following those young children.
Yeah, this recent one I just seen. Yeah.
This happens. I see all the time, but they never attack Muslim men. But unfortunately, to be honest,
it's good news, sister, that he's been arrested. I heard that he's been arrested. Yeah, so I don't know if it's so that was today. I think they were arrested him, but hopefully these people are getting more brave with children.
Really, Ismail.
Yeah. I you need to maybe look it up properly, but I heard that he was arrested. A few of the channels and like from Facebook and stuff like that did say that he was arrested. But
all right, listen, I'm gonna share a video on the back chat. It's unlisted. If Reactionary can share it screen, if you can, and Omar, check.
Is it the one that you got on your channel, bruv?
No. It's similar to. It's another one. I need you to watch it. It's hold on. Let me just show you the link. It's
Just tell me what it is, and I'll.
It's nothing bad. It's nothing